Hey guys, No Rhythm here, and I do have to admit, this video is a bit of a mess. The reason why is because I was pretty inebriated, so that's why I'm stuttering quite a bit in this video. And the volume of the mic is kind of wonky, so I really do apologize for the sound quality of this. But you might be asking why I'm uploading this. This video is a bit of an upload just so I could show you guys what goes on behind the scenes of Daily Dose of Hype, and show you what I go through. At the same time, hopefully you enjoyed this mess of a video, and hopefully you find it kind of enjoyable. So, take it away, drunken me. What we're trying to work on today, if you guys don't know, when I collect clips, not all the clips make it to the final project. So, when there are certain clips what don't really fit in, what don't really work with me, I rewatch the clip what sits right with me, and then after that I say to myself, okay, I don't like this clip because it's too long, it's too short. The clip pauses. The clip has too much of a long of a pause during a match. What could I do? No, what could I do to to benefit it? Then after that, I see what I could do to actually work it out. Either I shorten it, sometimes I make it longer, sometimes I reposition the clip to make sure to see if it complements any other, if it complements the video later, and then I make my final decision. So far, right now, today I was going through that, and I got quite a bit of submissions from people. And I'm really happy I got some submissions, because it's like I said, I haven't been editing for a while, and so far my submissions have been pretty empty as of late. So I got in some submissions, and I try to prioritize the submissions. Then the clips I find on my own, and then I make my decision. So the sad thing is, I had to go through a bunch of submissions and toss them into a garbage. I had to remove them. These submissions might be useful. Keep in mind, all the submissions but don't make it into the final cut, I save. So right now, I had to go through some submissions, and I had to put them on the back burner. Sadly, that's how it goes. Sadly, that's how editing goes. Sometimes that's why like movie studios and sets, they do like over hundreds of takes sometimes. It's not only one take, or sometimes it's not only like 3 takes or like 10 or 50. Sometimes it takes over 100 takes to make sure every single moment is perfect. And for me, I have to do that. And sadly, I don't have the luxury to tell these players to redo that comeback again and come back to me later. Actually, no. There are actually some players who showed me some tech, and then I always tell them, I was like, oh, that's cool tech. If you could do that in a match, I would be as pleased as punch. It's like I'll be 100% pleased as punch, and you could just come back to me later. And sometimes they do. Sometimes they actually pull off the tech in the match and make it like they actually pull off their tech and they come at me with something cool. Yeah. So yeah. So the set, like, that's the long and short of it. That's the long and short of it. That's something that today I actually had to take a good chunk of clips that people sent to me, and I sadly had to put them aside. Like I said, I don't delete these clips. I hold them onto the side to use them for future projects. It also helps me later on, like, make videos quicker. So, like, keep in mind, if you did submit a clip to me, I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it until I could find a purpose for it. But there are some submissions where I'm just like completely just like bored, just 100% like, why would you send me this? This is just not cool. Like, this is just pointless. So those people just send me a whole match. They just send me a whole match and label it as, crazy combo or stuff like that, even though that the combo was only like a 1-2 combo into a V trigger, and then sweep, and then just breaks the momentum. Sometimes people send me that, but you know, it's like it's not their fault. Like I keep my submission options pretty vague, but like if you have seen my videos, you know what I do with them. But sometimes I'll tell you what I do with with simple clips. So if you guys don't notice, I have a pattern. Let me show you this pattern. So far, let me show you a simple clip. A simple clip, but still very interesting in the eyes of, FGCers. So we'll do through my intro. We have Jester doing a little small mix. You may be saying to yourself, yeah, like the mix, like he basically just does low jab into Crimson Terror. He just does low jab. Let me just do it properly. So he basically does low jab into light Crimson Terror, and then activates V-Trigger. And you'll be like, yeah, there's nothing really special with that. And then, it's like this is the thing. It's nice, it's flashy, it's quick. And then he does a little jump in the air to do a little quick reset. Jump backwards in the air to make him think that he's going to cross them up. And then he does a little slashy slash. And then it transfers to my main man Comeback Kid doing E-Honda stuff. So, this is the thing. You may be wondering, well, the first part isn't that impressive. Like, it's impressive, seeing him do that combo. It's cool. No, it's impressive seeing doing that little side switch. That's pretty cool. But, why show us this? Well, why do I show you this? Well, it's because in the next clip, in this clip, let me show you. When he does the slash, when he does the little turn slash, it transitions all the way to Honda hitting Birdie. It's a little very, very subtle. It's a very, very subtle transition, but that slash complements the downward slash. Complements the upwards kick visually, and then it goes into V-Trigger, and then after that, Comeback Kid does his thing. He does a little cool Honda combo, breaking Birdie's super armor, and then right away doing a double dash into command grab. What leads into the next clip. So, you're wondering, why put the Vega clip if it's really short and not that impressive? Well, I like to call those buffers. There's most likely a technical term for it, for compilations or for cinema. For cinema, there must be a better there's definitely a term for it. There's always a term for these things, but I like to call them buffers. Buffers, what they do is buff out a gap between the two clips, or probably multiple clips. So what they do is they complement the beginning clip and the finishing clip without being too grandiose, or too long or too short. They also keep the music in sync with certain clips I have in further down the video. So there are so as I tell you that I like synchronizing certain musical parts of the song to certain clips. So it gives off this, how could I say, choreographic, this sense of choreography. So sometimes, like when I have to get rid of a clip or have to extend a clip, the clip further down the line loses its synchronicity with the music. So sometimes I have to add a bit of a buffer. So sometimes I have to add a very short clip, or sometimes I have to show a clip what isn't that impressive in hype factor and buff it out. But also I have to keep in mind that clip also has to complement the two other clips between them. I could also do highlight clip, buffer, highlight clip. That usually helps out. Usually it helps me out when it comes to fast-paced music as well. To make each other. Ooh, yes, it does. It really does. Sometimes, like I said, I don't have the luxury of commanding certain players to do certain things. There are certain clips, but what I kind of have to bite the bullet per se and find a way to make them work between each other, or sometimes I have to do some some little editing. So let me give you an example. So this clip right away. So right away we're gonna watch Brian F. Brian F. and his Balrog. Look at him. Look at him showing Seth these hands. And right away he does EX straight. And you're wondering, and then EX straight goes to Chun-Li doing V-trigger activation. And then, but you may be wondering, hold up, but there's another clip right over here of Urien doing EX tackle into Aegis. You're wondering why don't I use that clip? Well, let me explain. Actually, hold up. I want to check something. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I sort of kind of answered my own question. So, let me explain. Why did I pick Chun-Li, and why not Urien doing EX tackle, what transfers to another not EX tackle though, but V-trigger tackle. So let me explain to you why I did that. Is because the music I have for this song, after the hits, the music complements this combo. So let me turn on the music for a bit. Keep in mind, I might change this because, like I said, this Daily Dose Hype isn't done. Most likely, I'm going to be uploading this one on Thursday, so keep your eyes peeled on that one. So let's listen to the music. Ah, son of a fucking... Yeah, I need to upgrade my RAM. Sadly, I don't have the money for it. I think I might just do a donation goal as well. Well, okay, so let me show you something. Oh yeah, this is another clip. So this is another clip that does not really complement the next clip. You see this? Boom. So that clip does not complement the next clip, but sadly I don't have the luxury to find that other clip what complements the other one. So I kind of have to bite the bullet and just use a transition. So let me show you. So listen up. So, sometimes I don't have the luxury to... Yeah, so after listening to that, I could actually... Yeah, do you want... I think I'm going to do a bit of operation right now. After me explaining about music and visuals, yeah, I think I'm going to do a little bit of operation right now. Let's change the clips. Let's kind of switch the clips over. So let's listen to the music first. So... Da 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 da. Okay, so yeah, because this is the thing. I want you hear the crescendo. You hear like that crescendo when Jiri, like, okay, so listen to the music. I'm just gonna mute this. I'm just gonna mute these two. So listen to the music. Boom! You see it? You see it? You hear that that um that that beat synchronizing with the V trigger activation? Yeah, so I want that. That's what I'm looking for. So, yeah, I hear it. Wow. Yeah, you see? You see how you see that's good. So, right away, so what we're going to do now, I really wish I want to know how to fix this one. You know what? So we're going to change the transit. We're doing a lot of arrow transitions, as some of you guys may know. So I'm doing a lot of speed line transitions. So let me whoa. So let me just unmute these. Is it already unmute? Yeah, well, let me just unmute this because I made that mistake before. Okay, let's turn back the music we were playing. Okay. So let's unmute this. So right away. So we're doing a lot of arrow transitions. So what I like to do, I like doing the zoom transitions, but look at the arrow transitions. Okay, just let me turn off the volume here. So a lot of these arrow transitions actually help direct the next scene. Like Cody doing the criminal swing punch at this scene, what transfers to Cody doing a criminal swing punch into EX Zonk, into Rock, into another punch, what leads to Urien doing his axe kick, doing the many fireball, the multi-fireball hit combo. So what we're going to do, we need to find a good transition for this one. So we're going to do another, what we're going to do, to complement this scene, is that we're going to do, he's punching forward, but it looks more like a diagonal. Sorry, I don't know how to speak. I really, like, my IQ, I feel my IQ slipping ever since I've been, put into lockdown. Well, since the quarantine. So we're going to do a quick diagonal speed line over there. So we're going to get some speed lines over here. So we're going to do speed line. No, that's a downward speed line. We want an upward speed line. So we want this. So we're going to do speed line. And then we're going to do another speed line leading to Urien's his EX tackle. Hey, old one. Hey, Noble. What's up? Thank you for joining into another editing stream. I'm showing you guys what I have installed. What I have so far for Daily Dose of Hype. So far? Yeah, perfect. So we're going. So for this one, so we could check. We could do a speed line like this. Then after that, we're gonna do a flash over here because we're gonna do a real quick blink. We're gonna smooth off the replay. We're gonna smooth over the replays. Nah, it takes a moment. So we're gonna see how it looks so far, and see what our creation. Or what our creation gives us. My emote lurk. It brings me so much. It brings me so much joy seeing people use my emotes. I really hope see one day when I get enough followers that that there's going to be more people using my emotes in other streams. So let's look at the. Let's look at what we got so far. Here's a rock. Boom. Bow. Bake. Okay, that works. So let's launch this. Double straight. Get knocked down. Bam. Boop. Bop. Bam. Right over there to EX tackle. Yeah, you actually see the EX tackle, so that's good. Into flash. And for this one, for this one is going. For this one, we might do. We might do a bit of a warp. I want to see how this looks. gonna smooth it, and we're gonna smooth all over the replay so we could get a better look at it. We're gonna try some new transitions too. I don't like that one. I don't like it. I do not like that. I do not like it. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Okay. Because I do not like that transition. So we're just gonna experiment with a bit of transitions, and then we're gonna hear how it's don't like that transition on this one neither. So what we're going to do is I think we have to do another speed line. We've been doing a lot of speed lines though. I don't want to overdo it. Okay, this one looks good though. This one looks good because there's a bit of a full stop motion over there. So let's try that one out. I really dig this music. Oh, that works. That works. Just yeah, that definitely 100% works. All right, perfect. So we got what we needed. Now for this one, we're going to do another warped. So we might do a quick warp, or we might do a very heavy one, because I like to use a very slow warp for V-trigger activations. So when Bison goes down to do the killing Devil's Reverse, doing the Devil's Reverse, it's going to right away go to Chun-Li's V-trigger activation. So we're gonna look how it looks like. Yeah, that looks good. So that looks good. And we're just gonna look at this. Bam, bam. Alright, so all of this looks good. So we're gonna listen how it sounds. Oh wait, forgot. I forgot to put this one here. I forgot to put it in the center. Usually, I rather not have transitions in the far left or the far right, just because if I do that, that means there's going to be there's a chance that it might mess up. It might glitch out. So okay. So I'm happy with all this right now. Whoa, did I disconnect? Oh, I thought I disconnected. Sorry. So, okay, I'm happy with all this. So, of course, I'm thinking probably doing triple Urian, actually. It's a shame that Urian does not do an EX tackle over here. Yeah, that's a shame. It doesn't really work, but yeah. It doesn't really work, but, you know, we're going to take what it has. Yep, again on transitions. Yeah. Sadly, it's so far everything looks good in the beginning. I like the beginning and stuff like that. So let's turn back on the music. Sorry, we're gonna go in and out in the music quite a lot. We're gonna go in and out in the music quite a lot. So we're gonna watch the rest of it. Hopefully you guys have a good seat in watching me. Feel free to ask any questions. I'm always open for open for questioning when involving editing. Well, editing compilations, that is. Editing in general, I'm still very new at. I still have to get that. I still have to get that. Skillshare. I need to sign up to Skillshare. Okay. That, in my opinion, that Urian v Urian transition is kind of strange. You think so? Okay. There are some transitions where I feel kind of strange, kind of like this one. Did I get that callback? Sadly, no. Yeah, right now, no. Right now, it's really hard looking for jobs right now. It actually is, and I'm getting kind of concerned. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to buckle down on my videos. So yeah, that Urian transition. Okay. Yeah, I see what you mean. I get what you mean. Mobile, this is the thing. Because this thing, we already know he's dead. Right away after that, we already know that right away he's dead. He gets hit. So let's look. Let's look at it. The issue what I have is that I wish I could do a little. I really wish I could do a custom transition. What do I mean by that? Well, let me show you. Sometimes if I have two transitions what actually match up perfectly, I do something like this. So look when Poison does Heal Shock. When Poison does Heal Shock right here, I combine two effects. I combine an RGB glitch effect with a shaking effect. And then it does a little shake and it transitions to Poison, another Poison doing Heal Shock. So I could do, like, with that, I could do with frame by frame animations. The problem here, the slight problem here, is that Urian, when he does his tack over here, he's in the frontwards motion. But the Urian over here is already doing doing the back motion. But seeing that you point that out, we could I believe there's a way that we could show Urian doing the front motion. We just have to increase the clip. Nope, we can't, because when Urian's doing the charge, he goes automatically, when he's doing the V-trigger tyrant charge, it automatically goes to the back. So sadly, we cannot do that, ladies and gentlemen. It is a really weird transition. You say it's a weird transition. I think it looks good for what I could muster for the time being. Oh man, sadly, no dice. But there is a transition what I'm not happy with though. Let me show you the transition. It's one of the, so in this clip of Poison, we have Poison doing this, drawing down. So what I want to do is to increase. So what I want is after what we could do is increase because this to me is a very weird angle. I feel it's a really weird angle because on the next transition is Poison doing a whip. So right away, let's see what we could do. So we increase it by 2 microseconds. If we do it by 3 micro, we're gonna increase it a little bit more. It's always hard, like when it comes to grappling KOs, it's always difficult for me. It's always a struggle. It's always a struggle for me. But let's see what it used to look like originally. Okay, so we're at 7 seconds, 7 seconds and 9 milliseconds. So we're just gonna see how much we could increase so we get the KO. So we're gonna. Okay, so we're gonna try to do. We're gonna do another speed line transition, but something a little bit more natural. Man, I wish I was that Zeku right there. Alright, let's see what we could do here. We see how this transition works out for... So, let's look. Alright. I don't really like the transition, though. I don't like this transition. And we're gonna see how it looks now. Oh, that's much better. Look at this. Bam! You don't even see the you don't even see the KO lines. It right away goes here. So that's perfect. So we fixed that transition part. Then after that we have Poison giving the boot, what transfers to this. Yeah, this is perfect. So we actually made the seam seamless. So we fixed that issue with what we had. Double slap. But the question is, how does the music match up though? So right away I put a marker for a key moment where I want the song to reach. So we're gonna listen to it. So we're gonna turn back the audio. So I want you to listen to the music while this is playing. So we're gonna see how it sounds. Like milliseconds don't really make too much. Yeah, okay. So right away, it's not where I want it to be. But that's not an issue. That's not an issue whatsoever because I just have to. Whoa, yeah, it's a bit out there, isn't it, buddy? Yeah. So we're gonna put you here. Much better. So by doing this. We could get the... So let me show you where I want the crescendo. I believe it's called the crescendo. Anyone who has music, like some musical knowledge, like it's when the music it gets amplified, when it amps up. Okay, let's just speed this quicker. Okay. Okay, that's where we want it. So when Urien activates his CA, so let me just mute this part. So right away when Urien activates his CA, I want that moment. Listen. So right away. Yeah, you hear that? When Urien starts powering up, that's when the music builds up. I want that. I actually want that moment. Listen to that. Burning. Right away, getting ready for a fight. And right away it transitions to Gil. The curtain falls. I love when Gil says that. The curtain falls. Yeah, I love it. I love it when he says that. All right. Moving on. We're gonna cut it here, seeing that it gets way more messier from here on, and I appreciate those who stuck around towards the end, and I also pity you at the same time. But more content to come, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to support the channel, please hit that like button and ring that bell. It really does help the channel a lot, and I'll see you lovely people next time. Stay groovy, and are out.